Hi everyone, I am Javiera Morales from Section 3 and this is my first journal from IEL 1 when we saw the unit of identity and migration. Well, first of all, I want to start talking about my learning process across these two units. At first, I want to say that at the beginning of the program, my first goal when I am writing my learning cycle plan was to improve my pronunciation and vocabulary, especially for my speaking. So I proposed myself some aims and strategies for that. So at first, for improve my learning, I propose speak all that I can in English. So for that, I try to participate in classes, speak with my classmates, with my family, even with my friends. I try to ask all the things that I didn't understand in the class to the teacher. So in that way, I think that is a good way to improve. And another strategy that I used was to listening to music, and when I don't know the one word that I was listening, I search it and I write it. But across the time, I realized that was not useful. So I have to develop that strategy. In another hand, I had my first task, and I realized in my feedback meeting that for improve not only my speaking, I have to read more things that interest in me. So I asked to the library if they borrow me this book that is called Oxford Practice Grammar, that have a lot of exercises for practice. So I'm trying to practice a lot with this book. And also I downloaded an application that is called Wattpad that have a lot of different kind of book in English, and I started reading the book that it calls the Jungle Book, and have a lot of new vocabulary for me, so that it helps to me in my speaking. Now I'm gonna speak about the content knowledge that the two units makes me reflect and think about how identity and migration are integrated. So I want to say that now, before I study about the unit of migration, I have a different thought about it. I always want to migrate to another country because I always think that in another country it will be better opportunities of jobs, and it is more easy way. But when I start to study more with the dossier and I start to read more things, I realized that was not so easy like I think. So I realized too that identity is very important to us. Thinking about we are going to be teachers because we have to know it for know our students and know what we're going to teach it. We're going to say it, and what I like a teacher wants to teach him. So I think that is a goal for me too. Like know me better and know my identity for treat my students in a future. So in the context of the things that it happens in Chile about immigrants, I think the discrimination and the prejudice it happens a lot, and I don't like that. I think that all are people and all have to respect each others. So that is all I think. Thanks for watching.